Well, good afternoon and good evening, Georgian Bay Live. It's William Miles, your favorite Georgian Bay realtor and interviewer, and I'm here today with Shannon of Rise Marketplace. And Shannon is located in Penetang on Main Street. Shannon, what's your address here?
We are at 101 Main Street. We are right next to the Circle K and opposite Dr. Gadget.
Excellent. Okay. And what are your business hours?
So we are open Wednesdays and Thursdays from 10 to 4, Fridays 10 to 5, Saturday 10 to 3, and going into Christmas, we're also going to be open on Sundays from 12 to 4.
Excellent. So those would be the times you can come down, check out the marketplace. And if you don't know what it is, you're in for a treat today because we're going to tell you all about it. And we're going to get to know Shannon a little bit today. So Shannon,
Great.
Thank you for joining me.
Thanks for the invitation.
Absolutely. Appreciate it. Appreciate you doing this because I know it's not always easy, but sometimes we're going to push our comfort zones.
Yeah, we're going to lean into the vulnerability.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's perfect. So Shannon, I always like to start off with tell us a little bit about yourself. Are you from here or, give us a little bit of your background.
Sure. Well, I do live in Penetang, although I was not born and raised here. I was actually born and raised in Nova Scotia.
Okay.
Cape Breton, more
Cape Breton.
specifically.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
And moved to Ontario in 2001.
Okay, so not
I've been
too long
here,
ago. Yeah. 20,
my entire adult life.
24 years. Yeah.
I've been here a while.
Okay, so a while. Yeah.
Yes.
Napping,
Yeah, napping. Yeah.
Yeah, so 24 years. So you moved to Ontario. Where did you move when you first moved here?
So initially I moved to the GTA. I moved here because I was a teacher, elementary school teacher, and 25 years ago, jobs were very difficult to come by on the East Coast.
Yes.
In that profession, and Ontario was going through a boom as far as education went, and so I applied for a job with Dufferin Peel Catholic District School Board and was hired on there, and I spent 24 years with Dufferin Peel.
Wow. Okay, so so tell us then a little bit about, because Dufferin Peel to Penetang, that's a big shift.
I know, it's a big shift.
Yeah, so why don't you tell us a little bit about that?
Sure, yeah. So the shift from Nova Scotia to Penetang is quite reasonable, and there's a lot of similarities between the Penetang Midland area and where I grew up in Cape Breton. But the GTA is definitely a lot different than that.
Absolutely.
The plan was to come for 5 years, get a little bit of experience, wait until things opened up back home, and then move home. But like women in their 20s sometimes do, they, meet somebody, get married.
Yeah.
And then we put down roots in Brampton, actually. So we were in Brampton for nearly 20 years.
Okay.
During COVID, however, tragedy struck and I lost my husband to cancer.
Okay.
And this was always sort of the dream. The idea was we would retire by the water and open a family business.
Okay.
So life sort of taught me that you can't necessily wait
That's true.
for things to be perfect
before
before following your dreams.
Yeah.
So
that's and I'm sorry to hear that. It's a tough lesson,
absolutely.
But one that you probably heard loud and clear and went, okay.
Absolutely.
So that's why you're here doing this now?
So that is why we're here now.
Okay,
Yeah.
but out of all the places you could have found near the water to open this business, why here specifically? Why Penetang?
Well, to be quite honest with you, my amazing in-laws live in Creemore. And one of the driving factors for me was, my kids are still small. They're 7 and 12.
Yeah.
And with one set of grandparents out in Nova Scotia and another set here, I really wanted to be able to maintain their connection with one of their sets of grandparents.
Yeah.
And moving east was just not an option at this point.
Yeah.
So I sort of drew a 1-hour circle around Creemore on the map.
Okay.
And, I'd been to the Penetang area before and had a great time visiting. We came and on a whim went and looked at a home, and weirdly it was very similar to our Brampton home, and the kids and I all sort of felt that pull, and it just felt like the right move. Okay. And we love it.
Awesome.
the kids are happy to be country kids.
Right. So not city kids, right? So how long have
city
you
kids.
how long have you been here then?
So we moved here in 2024, so
2024.
just over a year.
Okay. Yeah.
But it sort of feels like we've always been
forever.
here.
Yeah.
We
I feel
love
like
it.
the community here can do that for you.
Absolutely, and the people have been absolutely amazing. I've made fast friends with a lot of folks in town and people that I know that, you know, I'll be socializing with and enjoying time with for many, many years. So,
Yeah, for sure.
yeah.
And I find too, even through, you know, kids activities, you see parents, and I think, you know, it was probably the third time, and then coming in here and going, wait a minute,
Yeah.
our daughters are doing this dance
Yeah,
class
they dance
together.
Yeah.
So that's really like, again,
Kids will keep you busy.
kids keep you busy,
Yeah.
and sort of that small town. That's how it goes. It's a small world, and then when you're in, you know, the smaller communities like this, you tend to cross paths quite
Absolutely.
often. So it's
Absolutely.
really neat. And so, okay, so tell us a little bit about like why this business. Like, what is this
Sure.
business? What are you doing here?
So, actually, while I was on maternity leave with my son 12, 13 years ago, I had this idea for a small business that would be part retail, part service. And the more I thought about that over the last decade or so, the more I kind of zeroed in on what I wanted to do. I really wanted to have a refillery.
Right.
So, you know, providing opportunities to be sustainable, eco-friendly, that was very important to me. And then I kind of took it one step further, and we only sell things that are made in Canada.
Okay, and now refillery.
Yes.
You know, it just enlighten us,
Okay.
for some of us folks. Now, I do understand what it is, but
Yeah.
for some people who maybe don't understand or know what a refillery is, what does that entail?
Yeah, so a lot of folks in this area drive to Meaford or Creemore to get their household products in a refillery. So what that means is you can come in with an empty jar, empty containers, containers that you were using for dishwashing liquid or laundry soap, that sort of thing, shampoo, conditioner, and refill with our non-toxic products, all made in Canada, either Etobicoke or Barrie
Okay,
is where our products come from.
very cool.
And they're all, you know, non-toxic, sustainable products.
Okay.
And then you can refill for cheaper than you would at the grocery store.
So non-toxic, eco-friendly.
Yes.
Good for septic systems because we have a
All
lot of
sep-
rural
yep.
community, right?
Everything is septic safe.
Okay, so for you folks that are out in the country, you know, this is maybe the place you want to come check out, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And
Yeah.
we have a variety of unscented and scented products too for people who have scent sensitivities.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, good to know. So if you have anything any containers, soaps, anything that you're
Yeah.
using in the house, come just fill it up
Come
here.
and get it refilled,
And
and
Probably a pretty good price, I'd imagine.
it's a good price. I've priced out a lot of things and found that we're absolutely comparable with the supermarket, which is fantastic because a lot of the products you're getting at the supermarket are not non-toxic,
And they're not
eco-friendly,
Canadian either.
and they're not made in Canada.
Not made in Canada, so support local and
Yeah.
support Canadian, right?
And then when you're done with those products, you end up throwing things in the landfill. So we're
Yeah.
also eliminating that. as
Yeah,
well.
which is that eco-friendly part
Yeah,
too, right?
yeah.
I like that. That's really cool. And I noticed too, it's not just refillery. There's
No.
a retail aspect of it. And,
Yes.
you know, we'll do a tour at the end, but you know, just to sort of talk about that, you said made in Canada. Now I do see a lot of what looks to me like local, local made products, local handcrafted mugs maybe. And I know for a fact, I'm just going to do a quick shout out because I saw you had it behind me. So I
Sure
noticed,
do.
I noticed that for all you folks out there, this is a toile by Apis Flow. And if you saw my video from the market, you know that the product is amazing and my wife is doing that. So.
It's incredible.
It is awesome. And yeah, so my wife's obviously a local artist and a local creator, and I see like a lot of that local stuff hand knitted, and it's really a unique thing you're doing here because I feel like you're bringing people together, the community together in a certain way.
Yes.
Because now there's a hub where you can refill your products and also support
neighbors.
your neighbors.
Yeah. So we do have a substantial portion of products from the Tiny and Simcoe areas. But I've worked really hard, and if you've been in the store before, you know I have a very large map of Canada on the wall. And there's a sticker in each community that where some of our products come from. So I've tried really hard to gather and curate products from coast to coast to coast, representing all of our provinces and territories. There's still 2 I'm working on.
I see you even got some in Quebec, and that's pretty rare. Because Quebec, sometimes they have certain regulations, so
Yeah.
they say, oh, I know this, this is for Quebec residents only, or this isn't for Quebec residents.
No, and I honestly have had it's brought me so much joy being able to reach out and find all these amazing products. And I've tried also really hard to make sure that I've got representation from as many different groups culturally. And so, I've got makers who are from Asian descent or Caribbean descent. Like, I've tried really hard to take Canada and who we are as a country and shrink it down into the 1,500 square feet we've got here.
Right. Oh, that's really cool.
Yeah,
that's
thanks.
really cool. I like it. We'll give you a little shot, but really you should just come in and check the map out, check the store out, see what it has to offer. And, Christmas is coming. There's plenty of opportunity here. Lots of unique gifts that, your friends and family might enjoy.
Yeah.
And, so, okay. There's one more question I was thinking. Maybe you remember it. Is the book?
The book.
The book. So the book, and then we'll do a tour. What is one book that has really impacted your life that you would like to maybe let people know? And by the way, folks, when you hear a book that's impacted somebody's life, you might want to pick it up.
Yeah, so in the last number of years, I've really latched onto nonfiction. And, if Brené Brown has written something, I've probably read it. If Glennon Doyle has written something, I've read it.
What about Mel Robbins?
Oh, love Mel Robbins,
Yeah, okay.
Please. Of course.
Yeah, of course.
But one of the books that probably, sort of started my own journey of, self-discovery, evolution, becoming, if you will.
Creation.
Growth.
I would say creation.
Creation.
Growth. Yeah, because we're kind of co-creating as we go, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The book is called How to Be Here, and it's written by Rob Bell. I think I read it in 2016, but it really looks at, when we look at our lives, if you compare our lives to, what you see on a computer screen when you go to type something and you got that blinking light, that cursor light, and you're looking at a blank page and anything is possible with that blinking light. The same is true of our lives. What are we doing with our energy? What are we doing with our attention and our gifts that sort of honors who we are as human beings? What are we creating together and on our own? So it was a great read.
I like that because in a sense of, I've always believed that a person's purpose in life is to find their gift, whatever your gift is, and everybody has a different gift. No, not all 2 people are the same.
Right.
So if you could find your gift, once you know what your gift is, and then to give your gift away to others. And if everybody would give their gifts away, the world could just be a much kinder place. It could be a gentler place. It could be.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yeah.
And that's really interesting in a sense of the presence, right? How to be here. And you mentioned, when you're on the, maybe you're scrolling on something, you're watching this video, Steve, keep watching this. But, it's part of it. And I feel like being present in the moment or paying attention to what it is you're doing. And something even as simple as like taking a bite of delicious food.
Absolutely.
Pausing just for a moment to savor that bite.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm guilty of it. Sometimes just eating on the fly and you're like, it tastes good enough, let's go.
Yeah.
But sometimes it's nice to just pause, be there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Well, Shannon, thank you for sharing that with us
You're
today.
very welcome.
And I want to thank everybody today for joining me. Really appreciate it. Really appreciate you, Shannon.
Thank you.
And I want to give everybody a quick tour of the store so that you have an idea what you're going to come and see. So why don't you come with us, and I'll turn this around. And thanks again, everyone. So here we are. This is the retail section. So you can see there's different bath stuff. Looks like DIY kits. Again, we've got some hats here and
lots of
Christmas
gifts.
stuff, and you know,
Ornaments.
you're looking for some local cottage type stuff. We got the G-Bay
Made in Midland.
made in Midland. I see some pottery here. So is
Also
this
local.
local potter?
Yes. Local baby clothes made here in Penetang.
This is fantastic.
I know, they're wonderful.
They look really great.
Yeah, they're very soft.
What's
and
the brand
wonderful.
here?
It's called Little Rue Kids Wear.
Little Rue.
Lindsay is the maker. She designs a lot of her own fabrics, so they're all her hand
Oh,
sketches. Has them
cool.
turned into fabric. Yeah,
That's
it's
cool, and I
fantastic.
love what you can do these days. And you got
Yeah,
stickers.
stickers and crochet,
What
and
we got?
candles,
Candles, okay.
candles and journals and books, local authors. Penetang author right here, Annette Lan, and So Mindset.
Cool.
So that just launched recently. So she did her unboxing here, and we have them. We have a few available. They've
Fantastic.
been going off the shelf. They've been flying off.
So
the
if you
shelf,
want one of
so-
those, you better come down and get it soon. That's what Shannon is saying.
absolutely,
Right?
absolutely,
Very cool. And okay, so here we go. Is we got the card wall. We'll go back to that.
Yeah.
And this will be, you've got the refillery right here, some more books, but look at, you've got all sorts of things
Yes.
to refill. It's very simple. You just weigh your bottle, fill the bottle, weigh it again, and then pay. Simple as that. And you've got, it looks like
Lots
some
of-
snacks.
Lots of snacks and delicious things that
Yeah.
are all made in Canada.
All Canadian made snacks
Yeah.
and very cool. And I see here, is it candles still?
We've got some candles. These are made in La Fontaine.
Okay.
We've got Muskoka tallow. We've got some beautiful
Local
pieces
balls.
from a graphic artist actually out of Montreal.
Okay.
These are actually candy, believe it or not, but they look like crystals.
Whoa.
Aren't they cool?
They're cool.
So cool.
Kohakutu, crystal candy.
Yeah,
Cotton
they look like
candy.
crystals.
They do. That's really
Come
neat.
on, people are so
Come on,
creative.
folks. Well, come on down and check this place out. There's so much unique stuff. And we'll get back. I want to show you this. So you've got the card wall. So local cards, local artists making the
Lots
cards.
of funny cards. People enjoy the card wall.
We've got some creams here. It looks indigenous medicine.
Indigenous medicine, yes.
And then we've got the animal shelf, so you get something for your pup
Yes.
while
And-
you're here. And then what is this, Shannon? We were looking at here.
So if folks
big
have
room.
been in the store before, this is a surprise because this is where all of the retail was.
Yeah.
And that small room we were just in was the workshop space. Now, what we were finding is that by the time you got 6 or 7 adults in there and an instructor, things were starting to feel tight. And we've got some bigger events coming up in the new year. So we've transitioned and started switching things around a little bit. This will be our new classroom space.
Okay.
It's about to undergo a renovation, so it's a little sparse right now. I'm still in the process of moving product.
Well, yeah, I was here a week ago, and this was all.
This is all.
This was
happened in the
all
last
retail
2 days.
product, yeah.
So when people were here for Christmas on the Hill, this was all retail, but this is going to be our new classroom space, and these gorgeous Phoenix wings were painted on the wall by my part-time employee Alana, who is also local to Penetang.
Fantastic.
So yeah, everybody's pitching in.
And so this is going to be the workshop space. So what kind of
yes.
workshops do you plan on doing?
So, I mean, during the summer we did kids happy hour, and thank you if you brought your little one in to do some hands-on crafts. But we are going to be looking at doing a lot more jewelry making, some messier activities as well. And I'm also going to put the call out there that if you are a yoga instructor, if you do sound baths, if you do Reiki, let us know. We want to talk because now we've actually got the space to make all those wonderful things happen.
Very cool. So this could be a place to come and check that out, and there's going to be some events going on. So
Yes.
how do people follow you or find out about these events? Like, where are you?
Absolutely. We are on Instagram at ShopRise Marketplace. Same handle on Facebook at ShopRise Marketplace. Anything that I post on Instagram automatically goes to Facebook. And when I think of it, I post it in the Promoting Local Businesses in Penetang
Fantastic.
page as well.
And that's where this video will be found as well. So you'll be able to check that out there. Lots of cool stuff here. And yeah, I really like what you're doing here. I think it's a great idea. I'm glad that you're doing it. And how long have you been in this business?
So we just opened May 3rd.
Okay. So still fresh and new. So,
So
come
still
check
fresh
it out.
and new, but things have gone well. I said I was going to give myself a year outside of the classroom to try this, and things are going well. So phase 2 is happening. That's what the construction is all about
Very
here.
cool. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
And you know, as Shannon was mentioning, if you are running you do a program, yoga or
Yeah.
something along, even if you want to do an art class or a
Absolutely.
wine or something, get in touch with Shannon.
Mm-hmm.
And also, if you would like to have an interview with me, get in touch with me. I'm looking to help promote other local businesses as well, and so I'm happy to do that. So yeah, reach out to Shannon. And or reach out to me, and I thank you so much again, Shannon, for joining me tonight.
Thank you.
And thank you all for watching, and I hope you have a great weekend, and stay tuned. We'll be looking to do some more interviews, and I'm thinking about the 12 Days of Christmas coming up, so I'll be looking forward to that.
Great.
Thanks,
Thanks
Shannon.
everybody.
Bye, everyone.